Hi everyone, Mitch here. Welcome to the stream. And okay, today I'm trying a couple things I haven't before. The first one of those is the YouTube chat is now over here, and the second one is that I'm actually using my phone as a audio source. You see, I've got the Emacs sticker on the back of it, and it's create. Oh no, it's a mirror effect. I thought it would be like one of those weird, like infinite revolving mirror effects. Whatever. Anyway, basically, I'm using the phone as an audio source with the Droid Cam OBS app and package and extension. Uh, I don't know if it'll help or not. It's supposed to, but it doesn't matter. Also, because the last couple streams, I was just using the microphone built into this laptop, and it was really bad, apparently. I listened back to it, and it was all bumpy. I don't know if this one will be bumpy too. Actually, this one, uh, I actually have a, I don't know if I can actually I can't turn it to show it to you because it's like behind the computer right now, but I have a 8 terabyte hard drive right behind this computer. And if you know anything about large capacity hard drives, you'll know that um, they are not silent. They make sound, make quite a bit of sound. So um, we're just going to find library dat. There we go. This is the one that I was going to work on this stream. So to explain what we're doing, I need to shuffle my eshell over here a little bit, and let's go. So I made this package, eshell dat. The idea was that it was the cat command, but it can do a couple other things. So like if I um, cat local share backgrounds Mojave Midnight, it cats the image there. You can see over where my face is, and stuff like that. So let's just clear that a little bit out. There's nobody's chatting at all, so it's fine. It's all fine. That's one behavior. Another behavior is if I cat, for example, this Python file, it will display the syntax highlighting. There we go. You can see it displays the syntax highlighting as Python syntax highlighting rather than just like if I use bin cat this file, it'll just be this white stuff. Get out of here. We want some nice syntax highlighting there. So that's what this does. That's one of the things that it does, at least. So this file does a couple things. It will also make for this cat use anime. Wait, no, it's not anime. It's just if we cat a video file, it will take a thumbnail of that and it will cat the thumbnail. That is the other thing that it does. And all of that it mostly does. The problem is which cat is actually an alias for dat. The reason it's an alias for dat is because I couldn't figure out how to get cat to actually work. So if I just let's make a gap in the file, begin scratch and scratch. Not that this means anything, but if we just define eshell cat message lol, you just got catted, and then we evaluate that, and then which cat on alias cat. The problem is, oh wait, hang on, alias cat. That will actually remove the alias, so which cat is now lol, you just got catted. That's fine. The problem is, for some reason, if you close Emacs and you open Emacs again, and you have this file that provides the command eshell cat, it doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't work, but it doesn't. Maybe we should make a minor mode. I really don't know. But that's the stream. That's the stream is figuring out how to actually do this. And if I look a little bit nervous, like I'm fidgeting around, that's because I don't have a chair. I am kneeling on the ground on my knees right now, and my knees aren't used to that. And knees are like the jankiest part of the human body. I heard from somebody who knows about these things. They said that like the knees make no sense compared to anything else. It's like God was designing everything just perfectly, you know, the toes, the feet, the hands, just all of these intricate little parts, you know, your wrist bones, the way that your skull like expands, and then he just got tired and it's like, oh yeah, let's slap some kneecaps on those knees. Yeah, that'll work. And it kind of does most of the time, which apparently is good enough. Anyway, we are not talking about where God went wrong. We are talking about Emacs and this whole thing with the old eshell cat. So I made the thing is, like, this library is a mess. It does a whole bunch of things with helper functions, and it's better to do helper functions for a library, but it's just not the best thing ever. Right, hang on, let's change this to Jeff Custom. Does that still work? How does def custom work? It's a macro, so we don't quote the symbol. Symbol's very it's quoted. Standard is the default value, and then the doc string, and then it's got a whole bunch of stuff. So this should be a type int. What are the standard options for type? Customization types, here we go. What are the types? Simple types, integer. There we go. Because we do want it to be an integer, I believe. So that'll help a little bit, I guess. Oh. And I've got debug on error enabled for some reason. Wait, really? No, it's just an error. Maybe I do have to quote it then. Okay. If we customize variable m.writePad, hey, look, it does work. Okay, cool. I guess that works. Let's close that. Close this, and let's shrink this window around. Okay, this thing is really loud for me. I don't know if it's really loud for you. So I just want to walk through kind of how this works. Because one of the problems is, if I do this again, wrong number of arguments. That's because I'm using cat instead of dad, because dad is the actual function. It makes it wider or narrower based on the width available to it. You can see all of these different widths that it's making that same image. That is a feature of this. One problem, though, is that if the window is full screen, it makes a giant one that's way too big, and then scrolls right past it because you can't just have a partial image on the screen. Emacs doesn't like that very much. It can deal with it, but it doesn't like to. Put this over here, drag the window out a little bit. There's definitely a key combo to do this, but I don't remember what it was. The Control W minus and plus that come with Evil only do vertical, they don't do horizontal, so that's kind of weird. So the width calculation here, let's actually see where this is used. Emdat max width. It's used over here for when you're rescaling the image. It calculates the max width. So I actually want this max width to be, is there a function called min for minimum? Yeah, so we want the min of these two expressions, the other of which is going to be, because I want the window height and I want the corresponding width. Hang on, no, so that would be, can I even get that? Because all I have here is a window. If the window height, oh, no, because if the window height is less than the window width, then we can't really do that. If the window height, yeah, if the window height is less than the window width, then we need to smallen until it's not. I swear my brain was working earlier today. I apologize. Now my legs are giving out, so I'm having to adjust my position again. Can you hear me? People, can you hear me? And now I know, and okay. Right, so is there a function window height? There is. So let's insert that. Let's actually view the doc for it. Window, and then round is round we should set to floor to be safe. And any other value of round means to return the internal total height of window, which is different, which is like the, I don't know what that is, but it's probably not what we want. So now when we do this, and we go to our eshell and we dat, it makes it very, very small. Is that what we want? I don't think that's what we want. Yeah, everything's just really tiny now. Look at that. Look at that tiny little picture that doesn't grow when the rest of the text grows. Ha 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 ha. Okay. So that very much didn't work. Why did that not work? Let's clear and then that again. just so we know what we're up against. So one of the problems with window height is that it returns the height in lines. But the window width function, or which is actually window body width technically, is pixel wise. So it uses the pixel wise width. But window height window pixel height, there we go. Okay. And how does this this only takes the window argument, it doesn't take a floor or ceiling. So that might work. So if we do this, boom, it's the right size. And if we do this, boom, it's the right size. It's tall, but not taking up the entire thing. And that mostly works. All right. And we can smallen this and largen that, and it does it correctly. Yay! I'm glad we did that. So, the text file print function, I got this from the... Let me actually show you, because I've got... This is the article I did on it. See my article. Colon. There we go. Because if I open this, it opens a copy of it again for no reason. There we go. Because what this does is I've got a whole bunch of, let me do a download there. I was just setting up OBS before I started recording or streaming here, as the case may be. I copied all of this code. I had the library was called eshell, and then I ended up, and I defined the function eshell cat. And then it broke, and I wasn't able to call it cat anymore, which I don't quite want to deal with right now. So, to recap, we have, to cat a video file, it displays a thumbnail, and it uses FFmpeg thumbnailer for that. The one problem is if we just cat, or if we just dat rather, user share pix maps, htop is the one that I like to use. See, that's fine. And no matter what size I do, it just does it that size, which is pretty good. Let's go back here. But if we instead use in Vim, well, that's also fine, I guess. I'm trying to find which one it was, but some things, if you try and cat them, they just end up like small. User share pix maps. Oh, icons. GNOME. Scalable places. Oh wait, there's nothing here. Wait, why isn't there? GNOME logo text.svg. It breaks. It doesn't like SVGs. Now if we bin cat that SVG, the thing is SVG is a text format that tells the computer how to draw an image, so it can actually cat it as normal, but what we want is if we find file that that's kind of off. However, if I were to let's say instead MPV that file, it actually displays just fine. So there's image magic, one thing I think is happening. So I'm using the magic convert command to do this all, which is not optimal, but it's something. Emacs, some Emacs N have image magic built into them. I'm not sure if this one does have it or not. Feature P image magic. It doesn't work. Do like that. What did that return? That returned nil. Oh. I guess this one doesn't have image magic then. Well, it's a good thing I didn't rely on image magic then. So a lot of this code I copied from other places, I'll be honest. And that's part of the problem. So let's get rid of the scratch. I don't know what I'm doing with it. And I just realized I forgot to enlarge the window. That's why I kept smallening this eshell window, because I wanted to make it larger so you guys could actually read what's going on here. Not that I know what's going on. Null prints with a new line, right? Separated by new lines, right? Okay. So this function checks if it's a video. This one converts the video to the image, which it does using the ffmpeg thumbnailer command. You give it the video file name, and it returns a thumbnail image, which is just a temp file that is created using ffmpeg thumbnailer. And then the way the actual command works is we flatten the args, and then we flatten the args like the standard eshell, and then we loop through all of the args and do a bunch of things. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I wanted to add in a thing for buffers. So what was it? Eshell bcat. You can cat things into buffers. And why is it not appearing? It's not appearing because I didn't put quotes around it, so let's put quotes around it. That's not right. Okay. Howard has a couple articles on eshell, which is good. And I highly recommend you check out Howard's website here, howardism.org. He's also got a couple talks from Emacs Conf about eshell. This PRX macro is really nice. I really want to implement that. I just haven't gotten around to it. And there are other things. Now I'm trying to, all of these things are things that everybody should add. Honestly, they're things that, yeah. Hang on, so you can, surely, he's got a thing where you can, there we go. It doesn't, handle, it doesn't handle pipes from buffer. You can only cat into buffers, you can't cat out of buffers. So what we want to be able to do is cat out of buffers, cat into buffers, cat buffers taken from this website, Howardism dot whatever. And my legs are getting tired of standing on, so I guess I'll use my knees again. So let's just test this out. Bcat get buffer eshell dat.el. It should work, and boom, it cats out the file, which is just this buffer. It doesn't do it with the syntax highlighting, but that's fine. So it looks like that's fine. I want to add this to my cat buffers thing. Oh, Howard, you left a space. It's all good, but yeah. And then I'm going to fulfill the beast that is FlyMake. Boom, line goes away. Isn't that great? Also, check out my lambdas. See the lambda? How it shows the lambda symbol. I love that. I absolutely love that. It's called Prettify Symbols mode. There's other programming modes where it does more things, but this is enough. So now we want, but what is the actual value of the whole get buffer command there? It just displays a buffer object. So buffer p, if it's a buffer, wait, hang on. Yeah. So we've got a bunch of conditions. One of the conditions is that, wait, yeah. Each of the conditionals is wrapped in an additional parentheses. So buffer p file. So in other words, if our file, which is just the standard argument, is a buffer, we eshell dat, no, we eshell bcat the file as a buffer. So now if I wanted to dat eshell dat.el, oh, wait, that doesn't work. It makes a new file. Why is it saying new file? What is going on? What have I done? What I've done? What's the value of buffer p? Get buffer eshell dat.el. It's true. So if I hang on, if I bcat this, it works. But if I dat this, get buffer eshell dat.el, it makes it wants to text file print, which opens a buffer and makes a new file and then does nothing with it, which is why no file is actually being created. It just looks like that because it's being confusing. Also, yes, I've got a bunch of broken files up there. The info manuals. That's something with the way that, what's it called? Alpaca. Something in the way that alpaca does its documentation generation makes that happen, and it's not great, but it is whatever. How's my... Okay, we're getting like 20% CPU because streaming, and also constant moving of networking because we're streaming. My battery is steady because I am charging at the same time as doing everything else. It's good to check up on these things. So, oh, wait. If the file is a buffer, then we becat it. If it's an image, we print the image. If it's a video, we print the image of the video that's been converted to an image. Yeah. Otherwise, we just print the text file. So somehow, some way, somewhere, this didn't get evaluated. Is that what you're telling me? That's not what you're telling me. I want to debug this. Step into, oh, there we go. Edebug step into this. There we go. Debug step in until, so we do this. It doesn't work. Hang on. Buffer P file doesn't work. Hang on. Step out, I guess. What have I done? Hang on. What is this? This is a warning. Okay. I don't know what this is, and I don't know how I got into it. Oops. I did the timestamps for System Crafters' stream on debugging in Emacs. I probably should have paid attention to it too, instead of just writing timestamps instead of paying attention. Okay. Shoot. Is this stream even working? Let me see if the stream is even working. Excuse me while I just break everything here. Hey, there we go. It's working. It even showed up on my recommended somehow. Let's see if this is any good. I'm gonna play it from my phone to wreck everything here. Okay, we're live. Just break everything here. Hey, there we go. It's working. It even showed up on my recommended somehow. Alright, I hate the sound of my own voice, but at least it doesn't sound that bad comparatively, right? Alright, I hate the sound of my own voice, but at least it doesn't sound that bad comparatively, right? Also, I have 33 subscribers now. That's just great, guys. Nobody subscribe to me, okay? I don't want pity subs. This is garbage, and yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop that and close YouTube on my phone because I don't care. Hang on. Did I just close Droid Cam? No, I didn't. It's still active. Okay, good. Let me see it then. Where does it go? Here we go. It's back. All right. Okay, I don't know if the volume cut out there or it didn't, but I got sidetracked and I wanted to check the YouTube stream to make sure it was actually working and sounded all right, and it actually did, which is A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Man, so my mind just goes blank when I have to talk and do something at the same time. This isn't working at all. Anyway, I did improve the functionality of this already. We um, we fixed the max width thing so it wouldn't run over. Let's just go back to before we tried to deal with all of this stuff. There we go. We dealt with this issue where it would use the width that was wider than the height, and this um, ruin everything, but it's not ruining everything anymore. It's just fine. We added bcat even though it doesn't work. Hang on. I'm actually going to put this bit down here. I'm going to join this up. I'm going to re-equalize it, and I'm going to evaluate this again. And what is the problem? Nil. Okay, so if we dat a buffer again, it creates a new set queue debug on message. New file. Was that the message? I think that was the message. So, oh, new file with a lowercase f. Boom. New file. It messages after find file because it was find file no selecting the buffer. Is this because it was treating the buffer as a string? It is because it's definitely because it was treating the buffer as a string. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I can't switch buffers now anymore because Edebug is turned on. Edebug stop edebugging. I don't care. And I can't. I just can press Control X B. Doesn't work. Why not? Oh wait, Space B doesn't work either. That's my shortcut for Control X B. So the thing is, the arguments are all being set to buffer P intern file. Maybe that'll work. Okay, I seriously need to edebug stop everything. Edebug, how do I cancel stop I don't know what the right terminology is. Emacs exit edebug completely. I really don't want to have to restart Emacs to do this. No, I don't want to start the debugger. I want to stop the debugger. No. All of these results are useless. Fine, I'll go to Google, because Google knows how to exit out of edebug anything. It's instrumentation. Okay, we just have to eval defun again. Eval defun again, and that breaks. Why does that break? Because edebug is already doing things. which it's only doing because okay, I'll just no, why is it not? Sorry, I seem to have gotten a little carried away. But still, the fact remains, this is very annoying. You know what? If we say buffers kill Emacs and then just start a new Emacs and then Emacs, well, that doesn't work. Find file, wait, hang on. Find library, eshell dat, do follow the link. Still need to make it always do that. I haven't gotten around to it yet. And then we dat it still makes a new file because it doesn't work. So the problem is that we're flattening the tree of the args, and then we're stringifying all of them. And then we're treating all of them as strings. What happens if I intern foo? It returns the symbol foo. What about the quote foo? It has backslash quote foo. What happens if I intern format string get buffer eshell? It returns the formatted form of it, even though, wait, hang on. What about get buffer? Let's, for a real example, eshell dat.el. Wait, get buffer eshell dat.el returns this buffer object string thing. And if I intern this, if I intern this, oh wait, hang on. Okay, that's broken. If I intern this, it turns into that. Can I bcat that? No, I can't, because it's still a string even though it's been interned because it's broken. If I bcat just the buffer, that works. Somehow that works. String match p. Okay. It seems that intern is not the way. Buffer p is not the way. String match p. Buffer may be the way. But that doesn't work either. Because if it's not, maybe that works. Maybe if we get this, it'll work. No, it doesn't. Bcat this does work though, right? Yes, it does. So what was the actual command? It's hash open buffer and then anything and then that. And if the file matches that, we run bcat on it. And then we can that, and it doesn't work. Which dat? No, not that. Show me the phone. Okay, no, it got it. Wait, how does string match p even work then? Are we just am I being dumb about this? Regex p in string. So if I hypothetically string match, let's just do this line again here. If I string match p buffer in the file name hash open buffer eshell dat.el unbuffer quote, and then delete a surrounding paren, and then does that true? That trues at the point 0. Zero is true, yeah. All the numbers are true. The only thing that's false is nil. Why is this happening? I don't know why this is happening. I should have some music next time. I don't know how I'm going to do music. I don't know how real streamers do music, but that seems like the next thing to do. So it checks if it's an image, which it's not. It checks if it's a video, which is not. And then it checks if it's a buffer, which is not. And then, okay, let me write this file, save it, reevaluate this function, and dat get buffer scratch. That doesn't work because the expected behavior is for bcat to get the contents of the scratch buffer, which it does there. Maybe I should re-implement this to give it the properties. Maybe this is actually outside of the scope of this project. Oh well, I will try to update my information and article on the actual the problem with just running, it's just redefining eshell cat here instead of having to have this dat function, because dat is like a hack. I don't like it. I want to just redefine cat and have it work, but we're not there yet. I will try and get there yet or something, and yeah, that's gonna be about it for me because what little sanity I had has now gone. Thank you all for watching.